transplant a few of my plants. I'm going to put plants like this that are outgrowing their pots, and I'm going to put them in bigger pots because this plant definitely needs to go into a bigger pot like this. So if I hold it away and I compare them, see how this plant right here is, I can show you like that. See, it's outgrowing this pot. So I'm going to show you guys how I put them into bigger pots. And I'm going to do that with a few of my plants. So this plant right here is called a silver squill. And I'm going to try to turn on the bright lights. Let me see. Okay, so that doesn't help. There we go. So if I can get the camera to focus, which I can't really, these have little dots on them, and sometimes they grow like a long stem out of them, a long leaf, which looks like this. And then they grow another leaf out of that has spots on it. I don't know if you guys can see the spots, but this is a silver squill. So they usually get really big, but this is just a baby. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm putting it in regular potting soil. So you guys can just use regular potting soil for a silver squill. Okay. So I'm going to cut this open. And I'm going to start adding in dirt into the bigger pot. And I'm not going to fill the dirt all the way to the top because you need to have a little bit of a hole to put the plant in. So, hi, I can see 2 people joined in. I'm putting my silver squill plant into a bigger pot because it's outgrowing this pot. So I'm going to add more dirt. I'm going to dig a little bit of a hole in here. So see how I made a little like handprint in there. And I'm going to take this plant out of here, which this is kind of hard to do, but okay, without ripping the roots, because you want to make sure that you do it carefully so that you don't rip the roots, because see, there's the roots right there. It was definitely outgrowing its pot. So I'm going to put this in here. And with silver squills, you want kind of like you want some of the, like, it's weird. They have like a little top part of them that's like a root, and you want it sticking out a tiny little bit. Not all the way, because obviously with a lot of plants, if you expose the roots, they will die or they'll go into shock. But you want a little bit. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I'm done putting this in here. So hold on a second. Give me a moment. Okay. There we go. Okay, now that the silver squill is in its new pot, which is a lot bigger than this one, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So they have this weird little thing right here. And when you're putting them in a new pot, you want this part to stick out. A lot of people will try to put dirt up to here. Don't do that. That will suffocate this plant. So this one doesn't have the holes at the bottom, which means that I'm going to have to transplant this one sooner than I normally would. And it also means that I need to make sure I water this plant less than I would if it was in a pot that has holes on the bottom of it. So I am going to put a tiny, tiny little bit of water in it. because silver squills, sorry, they don't really need that much water. They're kind of like how succulents and cactus are, where they don't really need that much water. And if you put too much, you'll overwater it and then they'll die. So there we go. Just enough to sprinkle, you know, water enough for the top, for it to be watered on the top. And then that will go down and it'll be okay. So this plant is now transplanted from this small pot to this one, and it should be happy for a while. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to put him. So you guys are coming with me. And I am going to put him underneath this UV light where I have a lot of my plants. And so 1 second. This little guy is going to go into some dirt too. So be quiet, Oasis, please, honey. Okay, so there he is. Silver Squill is going to be happy in there for a little while. Now, I really should do this one next because it needs it bad. So this is a fern. I need to take this fern and get it out of here because it is very, as you guys can see here, I'm going to go under the light. See how it's dry all down in there? Not a good sign. And it's this is way too small of a pot for this plant. So put that in my sink. 1 second, gotta turn the camera around. I'm gonna put this in my sink. I'm gonna really quick go underneath my sink and grab another pot because that's where I keep them. Let's see the comment. Victor, hey. I hope you're doing well. Sorry that I missed the last live. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It was my daughter's birthday. Letty, that's exactly what I did today. Yes, I need to do it. And it's good for our souls for our hands to get in the dirt, you know. Sorry, that's Jason fixing our door. Victor, planty. Oh, I love the plants. Fern. Yeah, the fern is sad. The fern is sad right now. So he's really dry and not happy in there. So I'm going to get him out of this pot and put him in a bigger one. Let me see what pot I got. Hold on a second and I will be right back. You guys can enjoy listening to Jason pounding on the door while I go get my other pot. We got a new door for our bathroom, and so like now we have like a good door for our bathroom and everything, but we're trying to get like, okay, so the top of our door is flush, but the bottom of our door kind of is like that on the bottom. So he's fixing it so that it's flush like that. So the whole, you know what I mean? So yes. Okay. Let me grab a different pot for that poor little fern that's not happy. It's crying right now, going, Mom, I need a new environment. Get me out of here. Okay. So, by the way, this is one of my passions is working with plants and working with flowers. I've always wanted to be a florist or a botanist, but money and school and time is involved with that, and I don't have, a lot of money or time. So here's the pot that it's in. Here's the pot that it's going in. See, so it's going to be a lot bigger, and it will be happy in here. See, it'll be a lot happier. So this one has the drain holes. So I'm going to be watering this one. I can water this fern a little bit more than I could that silver squill plant because this has release for the water. So set this plant right there for a minute, and I'm gonna put, I have 2 big bags of this potting soil. Let's see. Sad fern. Yay, door pounding. Yeah, I know. That's probably why a lot of people left. I love flowers. So do I. I wish I had more flowers, but right now I just have like a bunch of like house plants like that, like ferns, spider plants, ivies, things like that. But when springtime comes, I'll have more flowers than I'll have an equal amount of flowers than I do house plants. So I'm just filling up this bigger pot with soil right now is all I'm doing. And again, for the fern, you just need the regular potting soil. You don't need anything fancy. You can look it up and Google it, and Google like what does a fern, what kind of soil does a fern take, and it will get all specific and everything. But honestly, if you water your plant just right and make sure it has sunlight and everything like that, it should be fine. But with cactuses and plants like that, you really do need to get like a specific kind of dirt. And orchids too. I have an orchid over here, but right now I just have her in water. So Victor, big pot. Can we call after if you're okay with it? Honestly, I don't have an answer to that because I have to take my car into the car shop tonight. I still have to drop off my car to the car shop because I dropped it off last week to get my stick shift fixed because I drive a manual. But now I have to take it in and get an oil change. And you know, we thought that you could take my car to the shop to do the work on the stick shift and get the oil change and everything just at one spot, but they told us no, you can't do that. You have to, since one problem's like a transmission type deal and the other is just an oil change, you have to do 2 separate car shops. So very annoying. But I need to have a car for my kids and taking them to school and appointments and emergencies in case there's like a freaking tornado like there has been everywhere. I need to be able to get out of the small home and get somewhere safe. So very important thing to do. So I will try to call you if I can. Okay, so here it is outside of the pot. And my gosh, it's like really watered down and moist. So that's probably why it's not looking so happy, because it's too wet. I've been over caring for my fern. I've been over caring it. Over caring for it. There we go. So I'm not watering this sucker for a few days because I've been messing up and over watering it. Okay. Okay, so here's this guy. He's all happy. And you know how I watered the silver squill plant before this plant? I don't have to put water in this one because when I showed you guys how soaked it was when I took it out of this pot, that means that I do not need to now that I transplanted this into a new pot, I do not need to water it because it's too much water. So that's why there's these kind of dead dry things. It's like, you're taking care of me too much. I don't need that much water. So there's this all done. See how pretty that is? So I gotta grab a plate because this has holes under it. So 1 second, let me grab a plate. I need a different plate that's too small. Okay, so here we go. Is this too small too? It is! No! Okay. Dang it. Hold on, you guys. Well, that's sad because I had to use one of my good plates. I had to use one of my good plates for it. There we go. All done with that one. On to another plant. Let's see here. So, Victor, no, we stand the fern. It's a moist fern. Yeah, it is. So pretty. Yes, ferns are really pretty. They're one of my favorite plants. Jason got me this, I think, last summer. So it's still doing good. Creepy cabinet sound. Yeah, that's really creaky. This is an old mobile home. It's like a 1992. So I could see that in the Insidious movies or the Conjuring movies. I love those movies. I've watched them and haven't watched them in a while, though. That cabinet music is on point. Yes, I love those movies. Those are my favorite. You know, me and the kids are planning to watch the Leprechaun movies. Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a 7 and 8. I'm not sure. With, gosh, what's his name? I think I want to say Warwick is his name. I can't remember though. But he's the star and the main character in the movie Willow. But he's the guy that plays he's the guy that's under the makeup in the Leprechaun movie. So we're watching those tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day. But here, let me put it somewhere. I'm probably just going to put this back where it was because obviously it needs more sunlight. And in Iowa, we don't have a lot of sunlight right now. So here, taking this plate away, putting it back. So there's where I put the silver squill. I'm just putting the fern right underneath there, but it looks a lot happier already. Look at how it like spread it apart after I changed the pot. So my next victim is this one. This is called an arrowhead plant, and there should be a lot more arrowheads on it, but the reason why there isn't, and some of them are dying like this, is because it's unhappy in its pot. So that is my next victim. And I bet you this was overwatered too because it's pretty heavy. I tend to do that. Whoop, bananas. Sorry. Okay. So this is an arrowhead plant, and it looks like an arrowhead, hence the name. That's probably why they named it that. So let me try to find a pot for this one because this pot is too small too. I've been needing to do this to a lot of my plants, and I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the time. So here we go. I have to go back further. There we go. See? A lot bigger and a lot wider. Here's this one. And then here's the head of this one. So my friend gave me that plant, the arrowhead plant, and they gave me this too. I don't really know what's in this, but it's cute. I don't even know what this is really. A dolphin? A bird? Because it looks like both. I mean, it has fins. but this also can be like the tail of a bird. I don't know. Anyways, okay, let me stop messing around and I'll do that. I'll transplant this one. Victor. I love the Leprechaun movies. They're so stupid but funny. Yeah, they are. No, give the plant cotton candy corn. Cotton candy makes everything happy. I love the bananas. I like bananas for some reason. I like them in things, but bananas by themselves, I like them. I like bananas like with everything. I can have them in cereal. Like there's cereals with bananas in them. I like them like that, but I also like them plain. Yeah, it's orange. It really matches like the vibe of our colorful house. So me and my husband decided that we're naming our house. We named it the Fun House. Because we have the giant strawberry, the giant ice cream, the giant candy hearts, all the vibrant colors in our house. It's kind of like a freaking carnival. So yeah, okay. With the arrowhead plant, I'm using the same kind of soil too, just the regular potting soil. Now, this is trial and error because I've never had an arrowhead plant until my husband, my friend gifted me that arrowhead plant. So I'm going to see if you can use regular potting soil, but I actually don't know if you can. So do not follow this advice. I advise you to look it up or ask a professional because I don't know. I'm just going to see what it does. And if it kills it, I will make a video telling you guys do not use regular potting soil for an arrowhead plant. You're probably thinking, why didn't you Google this, Ashley, before you did this? Because I don't have time and I'm too tired to type on there, do you need regular potting soil for arrowhead plants? And also, again, it's a money thing. I don't want to have to buy separate potting soil. So I'm going to just use the same kind and see if it dies. And if it dies, then it dies. And I guess no more arrowhead plant. Can I talk tonight? No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't because my thyroid levels are off and that ruins your heartbeat, blood pressure, the way you talk, think, everything. And it's really doing me in today, you guys. Hence why I'm doing something that will try to relax me. Okay. So Victor, you know what? I just thought of this if you're still the one that's watching, because I realize I'm slowly getting watchers, just 1 to 3 watchers, which yesterday, again, every time you miss my lives, you miss the ones where there's like a lot of people, like 60 to 50 people at a time. But anyways, if you're still watching, you should probably draw like plants that are like in your style, like monster plants. Like, I don't know if you remember Creep Show, but he did Venus flytrap, like one that was alive, that was like monstrous and like eating everybody. But that would be really cool if you did like an arrowhead plant, or a spider plant would be a fun one to draw because you could make like real spiders coming out of the plant instead of just like I don't know, the things that come out of spider plants actually look like real spiders, but you could make them, like if you're drawing it, you could actually make them be real spiders. It would be cool. I don't know. Maybe that's just too original, but an idea. Okay. So I might have to take some of this dirt out. Right now I'm transplanting plants, you guys. The people that had joined it are just joining in. I think I do have to take some dirt out. fact, I think I have to take a lot more dirt out. I got to talking and I wasn't paying attention. I don't want to kill this plant, but I have to wiggle and shimmy it out of here. Uh-oh. This is making such a mess. Uh-oh. Because this is going to be a harder, I think this is a harder one. Oh. 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 Oh my. Oh gosh.
Jeez.
Holy crap, you guys. The root of that was like... Okay. This was definitely needing a new pot. Look at the roots on this. Definitely, that was squishing in this little pot. That definitely needed to be transplanted all the way. Oh my gosh. Poor plant. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. This one I won't have to water either, you guys, because it had like a lot. It's very moist. Hey, I found a rock in Jeremy's thing. Look, a crystal in Jeremy's.
Let me see, Mama.
That's funny. Hold on, my hands are dirty. My hands are dirty, Oasis, is what it means. It means that I can't. Yes, it means that I need to wash them, but I can't right now because I'm working with my plant. Okay, so it's looking like it likes its new home because it's sticking straight out. So there we go. I'll get this. Pull this dead one off, and this dead one too. There we go. So I just transplanted my arrowhead plant. It went from this pot to this pot. So there we go. Happy plant. Okay, I'm going to put this one back in its original spot now that it's like happy. Hey, honey, can you stop for a second and do me a favor? That plant up there. Okay, you guys. That plant up there, can you take that one out? And then I'm going to have you put in the arrowhead plant.
Yeah, you want me to take the whole...
The whole plant. The whole, yep.
Because it's got two pots in there.
Yeah, the whole thing. Just put it here on the coffee table. And then put this in here. Do you think this is too big? Do you think this is too big?
It might be.
Okay, let's not do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to go back where it was over here. Underneath the plant light. Do you think this fern would be too big?
Well,
this is smaller than the orange one. Because I don't want to put... Let's see. Maybe I could put the ivy in there. This would be fine, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Okay. This is much lighter too.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about it getting pulled out of this, not wanting it to get pulled out of the ceiling. Watch you put that in, and it just falls.
No, I got an anchor bit in there.
Still, because I water the plants, they can get pretty heavy. So
It'll be fine.
okay,
It falls.
but you really think that arrowhead one was too big?
I mean, that was pretty heavy. I mean, you don't want to put like really heavy plant in
That's
here.
what I mean. Is that too big? Do you think for that?
That is. Right
No,
here.
that.
This? No.
Yeah.
This does that.
Okay, there we go, you guys. So I put my ivy plant up there instead of I had a spider plant up there. Now I have an ivy. So I gotta find a new home for him. I have to put him in a bigger pot too.
That is a spider plant?
Yes, this is a spider plant.
Oh.
Okay, so I gotta put him in a new home and him in a new home.
Oh, wait, so you're gonna get a slipper in your foot. You gotta get away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just like, this is smaller, obviously, because it can go in here. I'm just going to put dirt in this and put him in here. Or I'm going to put him in here. That's what I'll do. Okay, take this.
Oh no.
It's kind of leaning, and when your plants are leaning, it means that it needs obviously more dirt on one side than the other. There we go. Now he's standing happily. Oh.
No, wait.
There we go. See, he looks more happy in this one already. He looks all spruced up, and the color looks nice too. There we go. So this one's done now. I am going to put this spider plant over here right in front of my sink, so when I'm doing dishes and stuff, I can look at it. So that's my orchid. My orchid is growing a new branch. That maroon thing right there that you see, that maroon spot, that's a new branch that's going to grow out of my orchid, and it's going to bloom flowers. So, and then I have a window right here that lets in the natural sunlight. So there we go. And then this one, when I transplant it, I'm going to put it on this flower thing, but this one needs to go into a bigger pot too. So probably just going to put this one in here. See how I'm kind of just rotating my plants into the different pots? Or you know what, better yet, this is a cuter one, and it would go better with yellow. So I'm going to put her in here. So I transplanted my silver squill spider plant, arrowhead plant, and 2 spider plants. That's what I've transplanted so far. I think I have a couple more plants to go. I think I need to transplant one of my ivies, because one of my ivies that's by our front door is kind of like needing care. It's not really growing leaves on it because I think that it's not in the right pot, and it's also not getting enough like sunlight. Okay, I don't want to rip this. Ah! I'm going to read the comments in a second. Hold on, you guys. Uh-oh, that one just... Bear with me, guys. I just don't want this one to not transplant right. There we go. This one's happy now. So, spider plant number 2, happy. Okay, let me see the comments. Whoa. Liv, just passing through, but I wanted to say you have a pretty ring. Oh, thank you. Yes, it's an opal wedding ring. Thank you very much, Liv. Victor, I love Creepshow. Yeah, Creepshow's awesome. Creepshow spider plant, yes. I absolutely love that idea. Thank you for so much giving me that idea. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I eat it. I eat it. Poor plants, no. The root. Yeah, I know. The roots are crazy. It was sprouting in there. I know. I somehow made these wounds on his arm and drawing looking like a pomegranate, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. Much happy plant. I have made my ice creature look more like a fish creature. I'm having fun with this. I'll have to see it, Victor. When I was watering plants before, I was putting planters up in the city. I hate those things heavy, and I had to lift it over my head, and the ladder shaped, and I dropped it. Oh no! But that was last year, so I don't have to do that. Good. Good. I'm glad you don't have to do that anymore. He looks so happy and thrilled to be out of that small little thing. Yeah. I don't get to have time to transplant my plants a lot. So yes, it was happy to get out. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Thank you. And take your time. Yay. Thank you. Okay, so this one's done. I'm going to put him right here. So I forgot I have to put him back. So I have 2 spider plants and my orchid right here in front of me, in front of my sink where I do my dishes. This is from me transplanting everything, but I have to put him back in the arrowhead. back into the arrowhead plant you go. There you go. Okay, now what plant do I have to do? Let's see here. So the orchid's not going to get out of there because she's in water and she's growing very well. Growing roots very, very well. See this? And they're green and bright, so she's happy. So I don't need to do anything with that. These two I just did. Let's have a look around. I have my lavender count, and it smells so good. This one's doing good and it's happy where it's at, so I don't need to do that one. This Christmas cactus is very happy, so I'm not touching that one. I'm growing roots on this new arrowhead plant, although I need to change the water. So let's do that. Let's change the water. So look at the roots on this baby. So I'm going to rinse this off, the roots. See, it's growing new arrowhead leaves on it. And I'm going to dump this out. Put new and fresh water in here. And boom, in new water you go. So that's this right here, excuse me, is another arrowhead plant that I started to grow, and when it gets bigger, it'll look like the other arrowhead plant that I showed you guys earlier. And if you weren't here, I'm going to show you right now. 1 second while I carry this thing over here. Oops. Okay. So this baby will turn into this. So now let's see who else I can pick on. This. Yep, she's ready to go in dirt. She's definitely ready to go in dirt. So since I have this one this little one right here, I'm probably just going to put it in this one. It's not a very big plant, so I don't need like a lot.
Grandma?
Yes. So I'm going to put this into this. And I do realize that these leaves right here are dead, so I'm going to peel them off. So let me... Hey, can you hand me that other bag of soil?
Yeah.
It's over, I think it's over by the door, or it might be behind me. I'm not 100% sure. Victor, oh, it's the snow, the blue thing. Oh, it is? It's weird. It has like fins on it, but yet it kind of looks like a little bluebird. It's really weird, but yeah, it is pretty. I want asparagus for some reason. It's over by the front door, I think. Okay, so putting that in here, and this requires 2 hands, so I need to go like this, and I can bring this up on the table for you guys. put it on the table. Can you? And since this is a baby, I'm going to put this back under the UV light just because I want to make sure that it's always getting enough sunlight, because I could have possibly transplanted it too soon. I don't think so in my opinion, but I could have possibly. So I forgot to peel these leaves off, but that's okay. We'll just, they'll die off on their own, but for now I'm just going to trim those off just because they're ugly. But there is new leaves. You guys can't see it, but there's new leaves that are growing from inside. So this is called a Dracaena plant, and it's a form of like the bamboo. It's like a form of a tree. It's a type of a tree. Believe it or not. So my dad had these plants in his funeral, and I've been able to keep them alive for years. My dad's been gone since 2013, and I've been able to make offsprings of his original funeral plants for years now. I'm going to show you guys the other one. 1 second, because we're going to take this one, and we are going to put him with friends. Okay. I have no idea what this plant is doing because my husband bought me it for Valentine's Day, and it's actually, they were flowers, but it looks like a tree type flower because these are actually like sticks. But so I'll have to look that up, but I'm putting this in here with friends so it's not alone. So there's that, and I'll show you guys the don't mind that back there, but I'll show you guys the dad of that little plant right there. 1 second. Can you open the door really quick, honey? Can you open? Okay, so 1 second. See this plant right here? Look at Oasis.
Okay.
This plant that needs to be closed is the dad of the other plant that I just showed you guys. So, and this is the one that was this is one of the plants that was at my dad's funeral, and I just keep making offsprings to it because to me it makes me feel like my dad is still here with me. It's a piece of my dad that's still with me. I know that sounds pretty weird, but that's just how I feel. So there's the strawberry, by the way. I think I'm going to pick on this one next. Yes, you're my next victim. This ivy right here has been in that same bowl forever. I don't know what to do with it because I don't have a bigger. Here's another spider plant. I don't have a bigger pot to put it in right now, so it's gonna have to stay there. But this one is not doing so well. It should have a lot more leaves on it. There's one right here that's trying to grow, but I need to get it out of this clay pot. I don't think it likes this clay pot. It's so pretty though, but I don't think it likes it, so I'm gonna take it out of there. Let's see. Victor, that's so pretty. Thank you. Victor says hi, Oasis and Kinnick. Victor said hi, Kinnick.
Hello.
Did you hear them? They said hello. You okay, Ash? You seem a little sad. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm really, 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 really tired. Or are you just really focused? Oh, I'm focused. I'm definitely focused on this too. I'm tired and I'm focused. My drawing eyes are starting into my soul, staring into my soul. Victor, oh, that's so sweet of you to take care of your dad's flowers. Yes, I couldn't keep his flowers alive, but I could keep his Jersinas alive. Those are kind of like bamboo type trees, kind of. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on them, but they're very easy to take care of, and I'm glad because yes, it makes me feel like they're still like a part of my dad. It's cool that you got to make some offsprings of it. Yes. Morning peeps. Jordy, I'm no longer alone in here. I'm so happy. Victor, how has it been? Jordy said, it's been pretty good. How about you, Victor? So I'm glad to see everybody in here. Jordy, I'm transplanting all my plants is what I've been doing, and I've been having a heyday doing it, getting dirty and doing what I should have been doing a long time ago and not killing my plants. Because that's what I've been doing. Let's see here. I'm getting more. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Poor little fella. You're going to have to go into another clay pot because that's all I have, I think. Let me see. I have cleaning, if you guys are hearing all this, I have cleaning products under my sink like most people do. So I'm moving them around. I might have a little more cleaning products than most people do though, because I have OCD hardcore. Here's another clay pot, and I think that I'm going to put this ivy in there because, let's see. Yeah, this is much bigger, so there we go. Okay, and I'm just gonna dump that in there so I don't have to stick my hands in there anymore. Holy crap. Okay, so I gotta try to shimmy this out of here. Don't ask me how this is gonna go. Probably not very well. Oh, gosh. Holy crap, it's actually so dry. Oh my gosh. Kinnick and Oasis, settle down, or Oasis. You guys, look, it was suffocating. It was suffocating in there. No. Holy crap. No wonder why it was like, I'm not growing any more leaves for you.
It looks like chocolate cake.
It was saying, I'm not growing any more leaves for you until, oh gosh, until you get me out of that pot. What, Kinnick? I'm going to shake it off, Kinnick. It's just dirt. Don't worry. My son, sorry about the pounding, you guys. My son, Kinnick, has OCD really bad, and he's like freaking out about all the mixed potting soil that's getting everywhere. And I'm like, I'm sitting there trying to tell him it's going to be okay. Victor, that's good. I'm glad that it's been good for you. I've been doing good just doing my drawings. I'm glad to see that you're back and I missed you. Ash, your kids are adorable. Sorry, I didn't mean to send that. I just said J by accident. Victor, no, save him. He looks like a chocolate cake. Kinnick said, yeah, he does. Okay, so I wish I could put music on in the background, but I don't want to get like a copyright strike, so sorry. You guys have to listen to me talk, and if you don't want to, I guess you have to scoot along. And also, my husband's fixing our door, if you're wondering what that is. So there we go. Now this plant should be a lot more happier now that it has room to grow, because that was terrible. This one was getting so squished. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to have to do some mixing things up though, you guys, because this one won't fit on top of the strawberry because it's really like wide down here. So let me see here. Okay. Instead of this spider plant being here, I put the purple pot over here and my sink by the orchid spider plant. And now we have 3 different plants: an orchid, spider plant, and an ivy plant. And this little spider plant can go on top of the strawberry. Can you move that picture really quick for me? Not like that, but thanks. It's okay. Okay. There we go. It's on the strawberry now. It's happy. It has a new home and it looks good. Yep. There we go. So I'm happy with that. Look at these guys. Look at them. They have ADHD and ADD. They won't stop. They won't. See, I wish I could suck the energy out of my children. Okay. So this one's good. I'm not doing anything with it. I think that's all I'm going to do, you guys, because I've been on here for an hour. I'm probably going to do like a couple more. Let me see if I have any more. I think I do have another. Can you be quiet, please? I do have a couple more, but I'm going to do them like off of the live. I'm really tired, and I can feel kind of my blood sugars like dropping. I'm feeling like tired and weird. So I should probably like get my blood sugar taken care of too. I love you guys all. Let me read this really quick before I go. Victor, I love hearing you talk. We don't need music. It's music to my eels. Ears, never mind. It's eels. It's music to my eels. I love eels. Yum, yum, but yum, yum. Jason's arm makes a cameo. Okay, I love all you guys. I'm going to fix myself, and I'm also going to clean up this mess that I've made. And I'm going to transplant a couple more plants, and then I need to, oh my God, it's 9 o'clock almost. I need to drop my car off to the shop. I love you guys all, and I will be on with another life topic.